Right, this week's Tap Room Tramps, guest tramp, Nina Gilligan. We talk things about pubs, homelessness, how she was changing the world as a probation officer, and how she flirted with Michael Portillo.
It's a lie.
It's not a lie. Here we go, another episode of the Tap Room Tramps. We've got a guest tramp this week. So that's what they're known as. Everybody's a guest tramp. So I'm not calling you a tramp. We got Nina Gilligan and Nessa.
Nessa Poo.
Yeah, Nessa Poo. There you go. Hello, Nessa. Welcome to the pub, the Tap Room. As all good pubs, a dog should be allowed anyway in the pub.
Absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
I was expecting like a little bowl of Guinness ready for it.
You can get a Guinness for you if you want one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go on, sort it out.
Is this the first podcast she's been on?
This is her first ever podcast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Nessa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
She's psychically saying cheers.
Yeah, I know she is as well. I think I'm weighing up a grey beard. It's almost as bad as mine.
Is she actually giving you side eye?
No, she's not. I think she is. Yeah. See, my dog Molly, I can't take her to a pub because she reacts not badly to other dogs. But what happens is we can't even sit in a beer garden with her because all of a sudden she thinks that's our territory.
She does exactly the same.
And then nobody's allowed near it.
Yeah. She starts to guard it.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we're here now for a few minutes and anyone comes through that door, she'll be like, you can go now. This is our podcast.
She's doing the perimeter.
Yeah. Totally that.
Well, thanks for doing this as well. I mean, we're not all centred around pubs. We talk about all sorts of this kind of thing.
Well, I love a good pub.
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask because this is called Tap Room Tramps now. Traditionally, a tap room in a pub.
Yeah.
Women weren't allowed in.
No, they certainly were not.
And then it was sort of frowned upon. It's like when I remember when I left school in the mid-80s. And I remember hearing stories about if women drunk pints.
Yeah, that was a big thing because we're the same age.
Yeah.
And I was exactly the same. And my dad was horrified.
Yeah.
Because I used to wear Doc Martens and drink a pint, and he thought I was a lesbian. Because it was at that time where it was like the alternatives, wasn't it? That was a thing, and you know, in order to show your strong independence as a woman, that you wore Doc Martens and drank a pint.
Drank pints, yeah. Pints of snakebite.
Yeah, and my dad just could not get his head around that at all.
He wasn't the only one. I sort of, I mean, I never understood that attitude, but I remember not long after leaving school, a friend went on a date. Yeah. And he said, how did it go? And she went, she was drinking pints, I can't see her again. Went, what?
And even still, they still have that. There's still a bit of an attitude for that.
I know, which is I've never got my head around. But the pints thing as well, and lager in general. My mum and dad are from Ireland, but my dad, when he came over to England in the early 60s, he didn't like Guinness or bitter or anything, so he drank lager, and he was considered gay.
Absolutely. And if you drink a lager tops.
Yeah. Well, I still got problems with that.
I used to love a lager tops, and I used to get a lot of shit for that.
I used to.
It's a shandy.
There's a lager top.
It's a shandy.
There's a lager top. There's one Frankie Ball used to always say years ago when he used to regularly host the Stand Club in Glasgow. He'd always say, "By the way, have we got anybody up from London and you ask for a lager top? Sorry to disappoint you, but we don't do fucking cocktails."
Brilliant.
But so I've still got a problem with a lager top, and because
I think it just slightly takes the bitterness away, doesn't it?
Well,
I do like that.
Well, don't drink the drink then if you find it bitter. I mean, I've always said that it's like I could never have sugar in coffee. Oh no, hang on. I suppose my own argument's falling apart here.
Yeah.
I can't drink tea without sugar in.
Yeah.
But I can't have sugar in coffee. Right, okay.
Your own argument's falling on its arse, isn't it? It's collapsed.
My son Sam worked at one of the pubs he worked in. If anybody came in and asked for a Guinness and black, he'd pour the Guinness, but he'd put the blackcurrant cordial on the side with it.
Oh, because he couldn't bring himself.
He couldn't bring himself to do it, which I think is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a purist.
Well, he's not just a purist. I actually think there should be a separate room in pubs for people.
Well, I used to work and it was a very traditional pub, and you probably know it's Stalybridge Buffy Bar.
Yes.
And I worked there for many years. I was camera trained.
Great. Oh, really? Right. Yeah.
So they were very traditional about their ales, and there was like a group of old men that used to sit in the bar watching and waiting for somebody to actually fuck up in their
Yeah, they
orders.
do. Yeah, they come in. They come in with little books.
Yeah.
So our mate Rob Riley, you know Rob,
Yeah.
he calls them Ale Qaeda. But they're absolute arseholes.
Yeah.
I've seen them come in with the little books, and then they're looking at the little, they have the specimen jars on there.
We used to have
for
those.
the colour.
Yeah.
And they'll ask for a bit of each. And I think they're cheeky fuckers. They get a bit of each one. So I think, well, you've had about a 3 pint there already. And then they'll wait up and they'll write a little comment in the book.
They write a little comment in the book. Also, they would watch how I poured, which really used to annoy me. Because there is a special way to pour a real ale and a number of pumps that you should do.
Yeah.
And how you should angle the glass and all that shite. Sorry if you agree with that. But they would like fucking watch you do it.
Yeah.
And then like have a word with you after.
Yeah. And you know what as well? I bet you 90% of them, the camera lot, I bet if you asked them to pour it themselves, wouldn't have a fucking clue how to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So don't be saying, I agree with 100%. They're annoying when they're in a pub. I'm glad they're there, obviously, for the protection of, well, I don't think real ale needs protecting, but maybe it needs promoting. But,
promoting, not protecting. It's not a dying breed.
No,
Do you know what I mean? It's not an orphan.
Yeah. And you'll sit here and sometimes I'll listen and going, what are you doing?
I know. Calm down with your bad fleece.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not. Oh God,
I've never met.
This sounds like I'm making them up, but they're not the best dressed.
They're not the most attractive group of men I've ever seen. They're not leading the way on a Tinder profile, are they? Like, I've never met a real ale cameraman where I've gone, fuck, he's fit. No offence to the men that might be watching this podcast. But that place just used to stink of wet fleece dog.
Yeah.
It took away the smoking and it just highlighted it as well. It was like it was covering up the smell of slightly manky old man, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When they removed smoking.
It's a cracking pub though, the one you're talking about. It is a cracking pub. It's part of the ale trail.
Oh, it's part of the ale trail, and it came into. Oh my God, this was horrendous. So we were spotlighted on. Do you remember the real ale trail? What was it with Portillo?
Yeah, Michael. Oh God. Oh right. Yes. Yeah.
So
when he did his train things.
Portillo came to see us.
No way.
Portillo came to see us, and as you probably know, I consider myself to be very left wing.
Yes.
Something happened, mate.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah. Something happened. So they rang me up because they knew I did a bit of this.
Yeah.
So they rang me up and they went, Nina, can you come down? Portillo's coming. And we can't let Sue with no neck and the multi-sovereign drinks. That's the only person that's at work today.
Right.
We can't let her anywhere near him. Because every second word is a swear word.
Right, yeah.
She can't be public facing. Could you come down? He's coming. And I was like, I'm there. So, I mean, I hate those people. I publicly hate these people.
Yeah.
So Portillo comes through the door and he's got his assistant with him. And the first thing he says about me, I'm behind the bar waiting. First thing he says about me, he says, well, she looks frisky.
Oh, what?
Frisky!
Fucking hell. How long ago was this? This wasn't that long ago, was it?
No, probably, 7 years ago?
Oh,
you can
fucking
find
hell.
this clip online, by the way.
She looks frisky.
She looks frisky. Me and Portillo. So, Portillo, like I'm some sort of, like, unbroken pony. Like he's going to have to break me in.
Yeah.
I was like, frisky? What the absolute fuck? So part of my brain is going, what a... See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the other part, I don't know how much we can swear on this podcast.
You can swear.
Yeah, so part of me's thinking, what a cunt. And the other part of me is dancing like a pony.
Like, oh.
I was like, Portillo. Oh, lovely.
Thinks I'm frisky.
Yeah, yes,
oh my
master.
God.
Yes, master. Pulling my forelock.
Fucking hell.
So the setup was... right, Portillo's going to come to the bar. He's going to ask you for a pint. You've got to suggest something that is local. So I was suggesting Millhouse beer, which is made in Mossley, which is just up the road. I was going to suggest Millhouse. I was going to tell him where it's made. Tiger Rut, what a beer. I was going to suggest where it's made. And then I'm going to offer him black peas. They are not racist peas. They are peas that are made specifically.
Soaked in vinegar.
Soaked in vinegar. You can have a bit of...
they fit as well, black
They
peas.
are fucking gorgeous. And you can also have a bit of mint sauce with them if you want to go wild.
They used to do great pies there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
So,
Sorry, black peas. So I'm going to suggest black peas. He's going to obviously think they are racist and he's going to love it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to suggest them to go with it. And Sue, her only job is to bring the black peas from out the back. You'll only probably see Sue from the neck up.
Right.
She's short. She's angry.
Right.
She's going to bring them. I'm loving it. There's a setup. The camera's coming round. Big camera. You know, one of the ones on the sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, so we do the first take. They want to do it again from a different angle. I'm ready for it. Sue has to come out again. We go for the third take because I think Michael's fumbled. So we go. So we go again. Right, brilliant, Nina. Can we go one more time? I'm loving it. I'm in my element.
Frisky.
I'm frisky. We go one more time and we hear from the back, if he asks for these fucking black peas one more time, I'm going to stick them up his fucking ass. And that is Staley Bridge.
Brilliant. Love it. Proud of the place. That's fantastic.
Proud.
Why did he react to that, Portillo?
Just frisky. He was just like eyes wide open.
Yeah,
I think
of
he was
course,
getting
yeah.
escorted from the building as quickly
exactly.
as possible.
Yeah, I bet he'd never seen a terraced house before.
Yeah,
then.
I know. I think he bought 5.
That's yeah, just on his lunch break.
Yeah, totally.
I remember the first time they got they had a bit of a beer garden there at.
Yeah, it was like a corner.
Yeah, like a corner, and it was brilliant. The tables all came with its own wasp. Every table, it doesn't matter wherever you sit out there.
We provided them.
Yeah, every table has its own wasp. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And also as well, they've got the weirdest heating system ever. So you walk in the main bar, freezing, go in the middle bit, big coal fire.
Yeah.
You go, what the fuck? They've got this wrong.
Yeah. So it had 3 sections to it. It was actually like being on a train.
Yeah,
so it was like carriages
yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Like they all had their own. So there was a ladies' waiting room. And then there was the big coal fire room, and then there was just a weird bit at the back. We actually had a comedy night in there.
They tried all sorts there.
We had a comedy night, and I got a cease and desist from our now agent.
Why?
Because I called it Barrel of Laughs.
Oh, shit. Oh, right.
Well, I thought, which is a great name. Like, it took me I think it took me like 2 weeks to come up with it. I was like, fucking what a great name for a comedy night. Where did I come up with that? Where did that come from?
As soon as you Google it, yeah.
And then I got a cease and desist from the front bucket, and I was like, oops.
Yeah.
Never mind. Anyway, so she's
called it the laughter train.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's get back in there.
Yeah.
We do a quiz night there every now and again. It's a great part. He's part of that ale trail. So one of the pubs I drink in as my regulars, the Railway, is part of the ale trail. But the rail trail, listen.
Oh, they're not ale drinkers though. Like they come off the train and it's literally the pub is dead. Apart from the guy that sits at the end of the bar that gets some absolute tits. That looks like who's the guy on the fish fingers?
Captain Birdseye.
Captain Birdseye, we used to call him. He used to sit at the end of the bar. Captain Birdseye used to come to the pub. He used to sit at the end of the bar.
Don't talk about me, by the way.
No! Captain Birdseye! He's there! He used to sit at the end of the bar. He's just really annoying, and I'm always just saying, shut the fuck up. So he'd be there. There's 2 guys who would sit in the centre, like the ones off the Muppet Show. So that's all you had in on a Saturday morning. Then the train would pull up.
Yeah.
And then you just get this tsunami of arseholes dressed as penises.
Yes, yeah.
They're not there for the beer.
No, we don't. I mean, it's a day out, but fucking hell, it's
a lot.
It's a lot, and depending what leg of the journey you're catching them on will depend on their behaviour. Because I mean, they're good for business and they are good, but some of them behave like absolute twats.
Oh God! By the time they get to Yorkshire, there was a story of that one woman. Little old woman walked into a house and she just found someone asleep on her couch. He just walked into her house and had a nap.
The funniest one, I saw there was some train problems before, and I remember this a few years ago, and so a lot of them are middle-aged men, like, last around, L Trail and all that, we're all wearing a t-shirt with Dave's face on it, you know, oh, fucking brilliant. And obviously the train's good because trains have toilets on. Men of certain age, my age, can't hold a bladder so long. I remember once it was a train and they stopped and it was a replacement bus for the fucking I was thinking, oh my God, that's going to be fucking horrific. It's going to be flowing with piss. But yeah, the L Trail, listen, if you're on the L Trail, I've done the L Trail.
Yeah, but it's worth doing.
It's worth doing, it's good, but I didn't behave like an arsehole on it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That was it, yeah. The one so the first time we did it, we got off at Slough, which is spelt Slave Way.
There's no meaning to that.
Yeah. And instead of walking down to the pub, for some reason, my sat nav took me right where you got there's about 4,000 steps to get to the top of it because it's built on a slant like that.
Yeah.
And I got to the top and went, where's the fucking pub? And then realised it wasn't. We could see the pub down the hill. Yeah. So we've done it since then, and sorry, Slough, but we don't stop at Slough.
I've got a theory that because I've moved from Lancashire to Yorkshire, as you tease me about all the time. But I've got.
I keep forgetting you've joined the enemy. Yeah,
I've joined the enemy, and I've got a theory that they've made up those names just to make us look like fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I walked so there's a place next to Hebden Bridge, and the place named Mythenroyd, if you want to get that up.
Yeah.
Get that up.
I still don't know how you pronounce this.
That looks like a Welsh. It looks.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
It looks like a Welsh place name. Try and say that.
Mifflinroyd.
There you go. I went into the co-op the first day I was there, and I went, I'm ever so sorry. Could you tell me how that's pronounced? And she went, how it's fucking spelt.
Mifflinroyd. It does. It shouldn't be there. In fact, also, I think the most Welsh-sounding place is not even in Wales. It's up near Carlisle. What's it called?
Yes.
What's it called? The town near Carlisle. Oh, God, I forgot me.
Yes.
You know the one I'm talking about. But Mifflinroyd, but Sowerby Bridge. Oh, Sorby.
Sorby. It's not though, is it? It's Sowerby.
Sowerby, yeah. Penrith.
Yeah.
It's Penrith, the most it's the most Welsh-sounding place ever, and it's nowhere near fucking Wales.
I mean, the Welsh have got a reason, haven't they? It is a different country, but I just think Yorkshire, you have not got a reason to make this difficult for us. You're just trying to make us look like idiots.
Yeah.
It's just a deliberate attempt.
Yeah.
There's not a single Yorkshire place name that I seem to get right.
Yeah, I mean, Baldwinholme. Oh, God, never mind.
Also, I don't know whether it's like their Methodist past, but they've also got like weird places where you just drive through it and it's called Triangle or Kindness. There's a place, look it up.
Oh, fuck off, really?
Triangle, Yorkshire.
The Yorkshire Triangle. No, there's a thing called the Yorkshire Triangle. It's for UFO spotters.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Triangle is a village in Calderdale.
Triangle. There you go. Look up Kindness.
Are you shitting me? I would try it.
Kindness. Yorkshire. This, like, you drive through it and there's a big... Oh.
Welcome to the Kindness Hub, Todmorden.
Okay, maybe that is it.
Maybe
but there's a massive sign. Like, you drive through it, Kindness, Yorkshire Town. Famous kind. Oh no, maybe I've got that wrong.
Kindness, yeah.
But there is like weird, like strange, just like signs that say Triangle, Kindness, Triangle.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah.
You don't get that.
No, you don't. I mean, you said you lived in Hebden Bridge. You actually don't. You live on a mountain overlooking Hebden Bridge. I've been to your house and it's fucking nowhere near Hebden Bridge.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Crackpot, what's that?
There you go.
Hang on, go back down.
Go back.
Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate.
Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate.
Fuck off.
Come on.
Let's go back to Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate.
Let's go back to Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate.
14 Yorkshire places. The Land of Nod, East Yorkshire.
Jiggling
Pot. Crackpot. Booze, fuck off. No way. Our favourite pastime is perfect name for any town. You can... God, there's a place called Booze.
Yeah.
Mental.
Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate. That's got to be a rap.
That's not
Wet
right.
wang.
That's not
Wet wang.
Wet wang. That is fucking bullshit.
Wet wang. That is true. We've been there, Penistone.
Penistone, yeah. They don't get tired of hearing that in Penistone, you know.
They never get tired.
They never get tired of hearing it.
Upper Thong, Nether Thong.
Upper Thong, Never Thong, and Thongsbridge.
We've been there. We've been there. Fry Up.
Fuck off.
Hamlet.
Sex how?
Sex house.
It's Ambleton, North Yorkshire, derived from the Old Norse language sexau, which means hill or sec. Blubber houses.
This is brilliant.
We think this one belongs in Lancashire, when you're sure to find many people having a create the misfortune of being born in the wrong county. Oh, piss off, Yorkshire. Giggleswick, I've heard of that. Dorking.
Thorntonley Beans.
Quite like that one.
Well, that sounds like a kids TV program.
These are brilliant.
Yeah.
This sounds like where you should have a sitcom.
Thorntonley Beans, but
Thorntonley Beans.
But if you wrote that down in a sitcom, we know what the industry's like, and you took it to a producer, they go, well, you just made that up.
Yeah, it's too far, right?
Yeah. It's what you're talking about.
Can we go back to Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate? Because that's just like my favourite.
That's one of the
Wet-Wang.
speed signs.
Go up a bit. Can you go up a bit? What is it?
Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate. Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate.
I'd move there just for that.
Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate. And is that how it's spelled? That must be how it's spelled.
Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate.
Yeah.
How many people live in Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate?
Where is it? Continuation of the Cornegate. It runs south to meet Pavement. Fucking Pavement. Fossgate.
Whip-Ma-Whop-Ma-Gate. There you go.
Wow.
Move.
Right, okay, I'm going to have to... I think I might just have a day out visiting these places. Just get a picture taken of each sign. I mean, it's madness.
Yeah, they are crazy.
Well, there you go. If you are listening, you live in a place with a strange name, let us know.
Well, I live in Slack Bottom.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that's how you were living your life. I didn't know that's a place. Is that what it's called, Slack Bottom?
Yeah.
Why? When it's on the top of a fucking mountain?
I know. Well, it's how you get there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You were very rude about my house. I
was not rude about your house.
No, you're very rude about its location.
Yeah, I was rude about the location. Yeah, because I don't like. Listen, I like to. Being out that far out in the countryside frightens me.
You were a bit scared. You were on edge.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
you were a little bit on edge.
When you run out of milk, what happens?
You go to May's shop.
Yeah, you have to drive for fucking ages.
No, not May's shop was just 100 yards up the road.
I didn't see any shop.
But it's up a lane.
Yeah, but I bet it's one of them shops that opens like for 2 hours every week.
It opens actually 365 days a year.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's for the community.
But does it close at like tea time or something?
No, she's always open. She's 80.
Does she sell booze?
Yeah.
Right.
Sells bloody shoelaces. It sells
brilliant
Bonjela.
You know what I'd love to find out? That this has just been a money laundering operation.
Yeah, May is like a proper gangster. She is a gangster. May's shop's famous. It's on the Pennine Way.
Is she frisky?
Put May's shop in Pennine Way.
Slack Bottom May's shop.
It's actually like...
Oh, there you go.
It's there. There it is.
Slack Top.
There you go.
Oh. That's cute. Converted barn, yeah. You can put the lottery on there.
I don't think so.
No, right.
Come on, taking the piss.
I know, yeah. I know you didn't have Wi-Fi.
I did have Wi-Fi.
I know. We ordered, this is absolutely true, we ordered Greg's to be delivered there, and she sent a pigeon with a message. So frisky. So he didn't apologise for calling you frisky. Sorry.
Yeah, he just said she looks frisky. Like he was weighing me up as if to whether he was going to be able to handle me. He was giving me a little whipping.
I sometimes have a problem with some guys my age when I'm in pubs. The way they'll talk to like younger female members of bar staff.
Yeah.
And I'll usually pull them on it, and I go, have you got a daughter? Have you, mate? You got a daughter by that age?
Way of doing it.
Go, yeah. I go, oh, sorry. I'm just wondering how you react if somebody was talking to her like that. You know.
That's really good.
Yeah, I know, but I can't help myself.
Yeah.
And I had one bloke once tell me, he said, "Problem is with you too gentlemanly." I went, "What the fuck does that mean?" Maybe we were all more gentlemanly. We wouldn't need the Ask Angela scheme.
Yeah.
Although I think we need another scheme for that, for a knobhead in the pub, not just one that's sexually, an absolute. Right, it's usually the bloke that comes in, you don't know, he stares at you, then he goes, "There's my hand, there's my heart."
Oh,
it's
giving me the gift.
Yeah, I know that guy. You know that one. You go, "Oh my god!" Already, he's a dickhead. Yeah. By the way, if you say that, "Where's my hand, where's my heart?" Stop it. you're a fucking
stop it.
nuisance. You're not hard. Well, you
Yeah.
probably might be a hard man, but you just put everybody on edge.
Yeah.
Like, they should be then, instead of asking for who could we ask for?
Just
Barry. I reckon Barry's a good name.
Barry. Just ask for maybe it just should be like another woman, like a middle-aged woman, like
Right, Barbara.
Ask for Barbara. When I used to work with that, so when I was telling you this earlier, I used to live in Glasgow and I used to work with the homeless out in a really hard place in the where they built the schemes.
Right.
Where there's no pubs. They didn't give them anything.
No pubs and no shops.
No pubs.
Not
no
even
shops.
a bus.
Yeah, nothing. So I worked in the schemes, and if we had a problem in our hostel, they wouldn't call the police. They called this woman round to sort it out, and it was like Jurassic Park. You could the fucking things would start shaking, and if there was a proper kick-off, they'd say just phone her, get around, and she would storm in and just sort the shit out.
Really?
Yeah.
What was her name? Do you know?
Oh God, I can't remember, but it would be something really Scottish.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
like Deborah.
You
know,
Irene.
Just get her in, and she just had such. I don't know what it was. There's something about that middle-aged female energy of you don't fuck about with her.
Yeah, I think senior mum status.
Senior mum status.
Yeah.
Where she knew everybody, she knew everything. She'd be like,
Yeah.
right, you stop that now. I've had enough of that. Put the cleaver down.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking cleaver.
Yeah.
And it'd be sorted.
Yeah. It's like when I was younger, a kid, we were messing around on streets or causing trouble. There was a couple of women over the go, I know your mum, Michael Ferry. You go, God, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
shit.
total energy. And I was like, because someone said to me, I wouldn't mess with you. And I'm like, I'm the nicest, easiest person. But Mark said to me, my husband, he said, no, you've got that. I think now you've reached middle-aged mum status. People are a little bit like, oh, no.
Oh, a bit wary, yeah.
Yeah, people were like, no, don't.
I actually think that it'd be a good idea for people, particularly some, I don't know, it's nearly always men in pubs that will cause trouble. And I just think it'd be nice just to go around to their parents' house with them and say,
oh, yeah.
Do you know what your son Do you know what your son was up to last night?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a shame in that.
The shaming is the thing that we're missing.
Exactly,
I was saying this on stage. I was like, Angela's a real woman.
Yeah.
She will come out and she will fuck you up.
Yeah. I mean, it's glad that it's there, that scheme, but it's also sad that it's there as well.
It's horrendous.
Yeah, that it has to be there.
It's horrendous.
Yeah.
It's a nice scheme, but also, I now think Angela's such an overused name that it's not discreet anymore, is it? If you're asking for Angela, he knows. Yeah,
of course, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he should know.
Yeah.
He should know. You should be aware of it. I mean, there's been talk about giving different hand signals and so on, but I would imagine if you're in a pressurised situation, you're not going to remember anything like that.
I know. And it's like, it's one of those, if you're asking discreetly, then actually it's good that everybody knows that is that is the trigger word.
Yeah, but
poor Angela.
Poor Angela, no. Yeah, but I always feel sorry for an Angela who's actually working in the pub.
Yeah, totally. She's like, what?
Why do people keep asking for me?
Yeah.
Some people will know that. Yeah. So you've worked in pubs, obviously.
Yeah.
Like you said, and when did you say you worked with the homeless? Was it?
Yeah, that was one of my very first jobs when I worked in Glasgow. So I was working in a pub in Glasgow, a very famous pub, the Clutha Vaults, which had the tragic helicopter accident.
Oh, shite, yeah.
So I worked there, not when that was happening.
Yeah.
And I met someone there that worked with the homeless, and I was at college uni at the time, and I started working with the homeless. Yeah. Right,
and doing what? Just
I was
rehousing
like a
or
key worker. So it was like I worked in hostels, and it would be they were living there whilst they were looking for permanent accommodation. It's a tough job.
I can imagine it is. I mean, one of my issues with that, and I've seen this happen with homelessness issues across the country in different boroughs and where they treat it. So, oh yeah, we'll help you find a place, but you can't. But you can't take heroin anymore. And
that really used to upset me. So one of the first heroin has a particular and quite a peculiar smell, and one of the things about hostels is that they're generally dry.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
and you can smell it. So
Yeah.
you can walk into a room and you go,
I mean, methadone stinks. Yeah.
you know someone's been using.
Yeah.
And one of the first things that I observed when I started working there was going in with another worker and then being aware that someone had taken heroin, and I was like, what's that smell? And we had to evict him. And it's one of the saddest and most difficult things I've ever had to do.
It is, but it's also, but you should, obviously I think you're probably aware as well, it's the wrong way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
You can't just turn around to an addict and say, oh, do you want a bed for the night?
Yeah,
Stop. It doesn't work like
and,
that.
And I think things have changed over the years. That was that hostel I was talking about where we got, let's call her, what were we calling her?
Irene.
Deborah.
Irene.
That was a particular type of hostel. I think, how we treat the homeless and what we do has changed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's as quite as harsh as that, but that was one of the difficulties.
Yeah.
And then I went on to do sort of different work with the homeless, so I did it for quite a few years.
Yeah.
So I did stuff at uni, and then I managed to get a job where it's both a key worker and I was doing creative stuff with them as well. And I did I always get, I'm terrible with names. It's Ken Loach, isn't it?
Ken
That
Loach,
did Sweet 16.
That's right, yeah. Peter Mullen's in that, isn't he? Yeah.
I knew Peter Mullen.
Did you?
Yeah. So
He's still alive, you know.
I know, but he lives in Glasgow and I don't live there anymore.
Okay, right, yeah.
So I got a couple
Great
of,
actor.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of people from the hostel that was working that was then in the city centre in the Gorbals into his film.
Yeah.
So they were. And
All right, so you were like a casting agent.
Well, no, I was I was doing drama with them.
Right, okay.
And then they were looking for people, and then I suggested some people, and they got in his film, and I was so happy. And we did that.
You were doing drama with homeless people?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the hostel.
Let's do some warm-up games.
I was a key
Let's do some
worker.
warm-up games. Pretend we're a house.
I got them. I know you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, no.
So they did stuff at the Citizens Theatre. We did loads of lovely stuff. I know you think I'm a wanker over this.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think it's absolutely brilliant, but it's,
I know, but it's mad.
Yeah.
So
you can imagine some homeless Scottish guy delivering a soliloquy going, but you'd rather be going, this is a winter hour discontent. I'd rather have a fucking flat.
I know. But, homeless people have more than, just sitting around waiting for houses.
I know, yeah, of course, yes. I understand that.
So
it can help with conference, it can help with interaction, it can help with, of course,
totally. But also, God,
proper drama teachers.
I learned some really hard lessons on that.
Yeah.
And then, but they did it. It was amazing. And we lifted the dry ban for the day. So it was a bit Shawshank. So we lifted the dry ban for the day because they could only pay them in cash because they didn't have a bank account.
Yeah.
So we lifted their dry ban for a day, and they were like, they had a great time.
They
and then getting pissed
they're
off.
really good for that in Glasgow. They do a scheme, particularly it's you get like in your lunch hour a pint, pie and a play.
Yeah.
They do them in pubs.
Yeah.
Or you pay like one fee, you won't get a pint, you get a pie, and there'll be like a 40-minute play on for like local playwrights, which is a brilliant scheme. I think is it the only place to do that? Glasgow, is it? I think they call it a pie and a play.
That sounds fantastic. I've not been to it, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I think they do it all over. Yeah, there you go. A pie and a pie and a pint.
But I did like you're right as well about the other thing though, because I think I.
Oh, the Oran Moor, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's a great bar, the Oran Moor. That's the converted church.
I need to tell Neve about that, my daughter. But you're right as well. Because I learnt one of the hardest things I've ever learnt working with people. Because I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah.
And I was
you were frisky.
I was fucking frisky. And I was like, I can help the world. I can change people. There was this one young man that I thought I had a really great bond with.
Right.
And we were rehearsing at the Citizens Theatre. And I came round the corner and he was calling me blind. Absolutely ripping me a new one. And I was like, heartbroken.
Right.
I was like, fuck, he can see me for the actual useless cunt I am. But you know that way, like, they're surviving.
Yeah.
They're surviving their situation.
Of course.
And if surviving their situation means they have to put a face on to some, post-university happy cunt like me.
Yeah.
That's what they'll do.
Yeah. It's
and it's a lesson when you're working with people. That's a lesson.
I think the toughest thing for me to find out. I mean, it's not an easy fix, homelessness, but there is this amazing stat. There is apparently more empty properties than there are people who are actually homeless.
Absolutely.
Which I imagine is true. But then we get back to pubs now. When a pub closes down now, they usually get permission to turn them into an HMO. Which is fine, but all it is basically a glorified hotel room. You get a shower, but then you have to share a kitchen and living space with other people. So you're not even giving anybody the dignity of that. People who are struggling to rent a place are paying just below what they would rent for a flat, and they don't even get the dignity of their own kitchen.
Absolutely.
And I think that's got to change. But also as well, we've got to stop fucking leaving buildings empty.
That just go into disrepair.
Yeah,
very
of course,
quickly.
yeah.
You only have to look at like a house on, your street if it doesn't sell. Very quickly.
Exactly. I think
houses need to be lived.
I think if a house is empty and it's been empty for a year, a local authority should be able to take over it.
Absolutely.
Find out who actually owns it, and then say, look, we're actually compulsory purchasing this, but we're going to take out the cost for renovations, and we'll give you what we think it's worth afterwards. But we're going to put it back into social housing.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's so many fixes for housing. But
there is.
But we're so committed to the idea of making money that we won't.
Well, yeah. I mean, you get a lot of veterans as well on the street, which is really understandable. You got somebody who's joined the army from being a kid at the age of 20, who's been looked after, barracks, everything, never had to pay bills and so on. Then all of a sudden they're looking after themselves, and it's they can't do it, and they'll end up with obviously maybe a substance issue or PTSD, and before they know it, they're out on the streets.
Absolutely.
But we seem to think, we can just put them back into, we'll give them a hostel and gradually.
Well,
there's other factors you've got to work on.
Absolutely, and one of my jobs ended up being working for probation.
Yeah. Oh, really? You were fucking hell.
Did you not know I was a probation officer?
Christ almighty.
Did you not know?
No. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. Where were you doing the probation officer?
Manchester. I started in Hume.
Right. You started in Hume. Wow. Tough gig.
Right on the right, and I didn't know. So it was where Loretto College is, which is right on the corner of the border between the two biggest gangs in Hume.
Right.
So I walk in like deer in the headlights. I have literally no idea.
I am going to help disaffected young men get back into the workplace after spending time in prison. Right, okay. Yeah.
You see where we are?
Yeah. And I bet they saw right. So I bet they said those.
Risky.
Yeah, imagine going, have you seen the fucking state of it?
Yeah. So I'd moved back from Scotland when I was about 35. And at that point, I've been teaching. Oh, Jesus, I sound like mother.
Jesus, so teaching, working with homeless charity in a pub, now probation officer.
Well, backwards, actually. So, homelessness.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So, in a pub while studying.
Yeah.
Well, I'd done that a long time because I studied quite late.
Yeah.
Then, so homelessness. Then I'd always, when you did, what was it at school where you had to go out and do some work experience. So, sorry. Oh my God. I've got like foggy brain today. So at work experience, I always wanted to work with kids with special needs. Don't know why.
Right. Because you can change them. You can change them. They've not really got special needs.
It's me that they need. I'm their special need. So I did that in Droylsden when I was a kid.
Right.
So when I left homelessness, I went straight into working with children with special needs, and I became a lecturer actually with a very small L.
Right.
They called it
an lecturer.
They called it the Green Mile at the college that we worked in. I worked in the Green Mile. So I was a lecturer for children with special needs.
Right.
When I moved back to England, I was like, there's no teaching jobs. What will I do? And I saw this assessment centre to go and work for Manchester Probation.
Yeah.
Came top.
Oh.
Because was.
You're the only one who applied.
Because if you're not getting the picture, I have got to come top.
Yeah, right, okay, right, yeah. So you had to, like, yeah.
I had to be the best.
I'll be the greatest probation officer ever.
Ever.
Yeah, and in your head, you're seeing like a news story like 10 years down the line when Granada reports go, I had a special moment tonight when a young man who was serving time formed a bond with his probation officer and went on to create one of the most successful businesses in Greater Manchester.
Oh my God, we did have people. One of my colleagues, and I can't say her name, did end up on the front page of The Sun for getting too close to somebody.
Oh, okay.
And then we were in I don't know how she kept a job, and we were in a training event that said one of the recidivism things is that you don't reoffend as a man if you get slightly older and you get into a loving relationship with a woman. And she suddenly perked up and went, well, I can't fuck them all.
That should be on the training module.
It was one of the best things I'd ever heard. I was crying.
So how long were you a probation officer for?
I was there for 6 years.
Oh, right, okay.
6 years.
Yeah.
So my main thing was working with men in groups.
Yeah.
So stand up.
Right, okay. Oh, God almighty. So you turn everything into drama. Yeah. I can cure your criminal behaviour with drama.
Yeah, so it was based on CBT, cognitive behavioural
Oh yes,
therapy.
yeah. Which I've done. I had a little go of it. It's useless.
Yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
Well, if you apply it, it's quite good.
Well, yeah, but that means I'm admitting to my flaws. So
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
not gonna
We'll
do
talk
that.
about this
Yeah,
later.
okay, no, right.
He doesn't use enough words.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a thing, right? Just so we'll message every now and again about various things. Maybe we'll work on. And apparently, I don't put enough words into messages.
Doesn't use enough words. Doesn't. Well,
I don't know if you ever read this, Jacob.
so you know when
You
talk.
do reply with just like a yes.
What?
As you know, I know.
Jacob, thank you.
Oh,
Yes is so formal.
What?
Sometimes
Yeah.
he'll get an answer from me, and I'll make a suggestion to him how maybe I can help a bit more because we've now learned that I am Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Fucking blank.
What?
Nothing. Not a thing. Not a sausage. Not even a thumbs.
Yeah, well.
Thumbs.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Thumbs up. But apparently I've been told stop doing that because apparently Gen Z find it passive aggressive.
Yeah, there is that as well.
Okay, so thanks, Nina.
Right, I do. All right,
We
okay.
went through all your messages.
Right, yeah, right, yeah.
We went through them one by one.
Yeah, but to me they make sense. I think they perfectly got. So all right, Jacob, I'll improve even when answering you. I'll go, yes, that is okay, fantastic. Oh, look at the weather outside, isn't it amazing?
Amazing.
Fucking hell.
You sent me such a sarcastic message yesterday. It was very funny.
Yeah, right.
And then went, is this enough words?
Right, so you now Mother Teresa in probation group. You've got them in groups, and you're teaching
problem solving skills. And I work with domestic violence. They were really tough.
Oh Jesus! Right,
Yeah, they were tough lot. But can't remember what we were talking about to begin with and why I mentioned it. But yeah, so that's where we ended up, probation.
And then
I fell out the bottom.
Right.
And went, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I am done with the helping of people. And that's how I ended up in stand-up.
In doing stand-up. It's a probably good job you didn't go into another job because I've been looking at your CV and gone, well, you didn't stick around long enough with the illness. You didn't like working with criminals.
I do.
You didn't like teaching kids with special needs.
Yeah. I do flit about. Stand-up's probably the thing that I've stuck at the longest.
I find most... Because how old were you when you came to stand-up?
40.
40, right. So I started, I was 29, I was nearly 30, which I was told was late at the time.
Oh, God, I'm very late.
Yeah, but you find... Well, I don't think there is. I think you come to it at whatever age you want. But most comics I meet of a certain age, you'll find they've got a very checkered job history. They've tried all sorts before they've settled on something. I mean, I've done all... I used to lie to get jobs. The quickest I got found out was by the mid-break, and it was for data input. I've never done anything like it. It was like 1989. I didn't even know what it was, but I told them I could do it. And then it got to 10 in the morning, the guy came and he went, you don't know what you're doing, do you? I said, no. He said, did you like the interview? I went, yeah. He said, why? I said, I just wanted a job. He says, right. He said, we'll leave at lunchtime, we'll pay you to the end of the week. I thought, results.
Get it! Results.
Didn't even have to sign off.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But I used to. I've had all sorts of jobs. I tried joining the army. Worked at holiday camps as a porter and a handyman. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I wanted to. I was 17, so tough to get a job, and so I thought I'll join the army. A lot of mates have joined the army, so I thought I'll do it. Yeah.
Well, it is a route for working class boys.
Well, it is. Yeah. And I didn't get in because of my asthma. So yeah.
That's annoying.
It was annoying.
But you literally dodged a bullet.
Literally dodged a bullet. Well, I don't know. It would have been quite a peaceful time as well, and also I'd have been quite lucky as well because of Irish parents.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been sent to Northern Ireland, so apparently I'd have had it quite cushy in Germany or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you've got Irish parents, they won't. They
don't tend to.
You.
They don't. Apparently, they tend not
just
to.
in case you're on the other
side. Well, that's
side.
what I heard at the time.
Is that because you could just in case you've got sympathies?
Well, I did. Part of the problem is I did.
Yeah.
Sympathies.
Because I've got an Irish parent, so I would have had like sympathies.
I mean, I'd probably kept them to myself, but I'd have hoped so. I'll be honest with you, I probably would have quit the army after a year. You know what I mean? That's what I was like with most jobs I did.
I was exactly the same. I've had loads of in between jobs around the proper jobs. I've had loads of little stuff where it's like I'm so good, and I bet a lot of comedians like that. Like you say, they're kind of bluffing. I'm so good at getting jobs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can literally...
I think that's it. Bullshit is when some interviews I'm thinking, how the fuck have I got this job? Yeah.
I'm really good at getting them. I'm not so good at hanging on to them. Not particularly like getting sacked, but then I get quite far into it and I think, this isn't me.
Yeah, I'm not good with bosses.
No, I can imagine.
That's my problem. I'm not good with bosses. I don't like being told what to do. Nobody likes to be told what to do, but there are certain bosses. Some bosses are good.
Yeah.
A majority of them are fucking assholes.
Yeah, I agree. And I always get to the point as well where I'm like, I'll put on a face of really like, oh yeah, I'm really happy. I'm a great worker. And then I just turn.
Right, yeah. I don't think I could be a boss of a company.
Yeah.
Because I honestly think I'd be too soft. If you phone up and went, I can't come in today, and you spike the biggest load of shit on the line, you go like, oh God, you take as long as you need to.
Yeah.
And then I'd be running the gaff myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to fire anybody.
Yeah.
I'd probably have the worst employees ever, and it's funny. It was funny. But the jobs thing as well, so all my kids, they're all grown up, they all know how to run a bar. And I'd suggest this to anybody. If you've got any kids who are going to uni and so on, get them some bar work experience. The only being is you'll get work anywhere. You could go travelling, you'll get work behind the bar.
That's why I got mine both job at the Buffy bar.
Yeah.
So they both worked at Staley Bridge.
Yeah.
And it has stood them in good stead, and Neve ended up working here.
Yeah.
And you were talking about younger women. She's half Glaswegian.
Right.
And if they start with it, she just rip their fucking throats Even before they've said anything. If anything, she's a bit too quick off the mark.
You can imagine they come up to her and go, speak Spanish, and she goes, you don't need fucking Angela.
I am Angela.
I am Angela. I'm just, before we go as well, I think the Scottish name, that woman, Jeanette, they're all Scottish Jeanettes are about 60 odd now. So
yeah. She's a Jeanette.
Yeah, Jeanette.
Yeah. Don't mess with Jeanette.
Well, quick plugs. Are you doing any tours or anything? Or
well, I'm going to be doing.
Can we see you on the L Trail?
Yeah, we're going to be next year. This year, end of this year, September 2026. I'll be doing Lemon Cake.
Cake?
Yeah, that's my second tour.
Oh, that's your second tour. Excellent. All right. Are you going to go to any of the places where you like Whip-Ma-Gate when we're home?
I think I might just go there for the fucking
I think all them just do gigs in each one of them places.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So it's a national tour?
Yeah, I think the first one, I was just so thrilled and delighted, and I think you've done the same thing. It's like, you can't believe you're on tour. You're like, I'm on tour.
I've never actually done a proper tour.
I know, it's just amazing, isn't it? And you're just
it's just amazing. I've never done a proper tour. Thank you. Yeah.
You have done
I haven't done a proper tour.
You are doing a tour.
I don't know if I am. I don't like to put it together. I can't.
Oh, we'll talk about this.
Right, okay.
We'll have an awkward conversation about this on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll just say, thanks, and I'll never hear from him again.
Right, so to catch you later on in the year on tour everywhere. Thank you very much. Thank you for being the guest tramp this week.
It.
Yeah, brilliant, excellent. And thank you to
Tramp.
See, settled in on the floor. Yeah. Super tramp.
Oh, Lady in the Tramp.
Lady in the Tramp. I'd say the other way around. Thanks very much.